Hi, my name is Jerica Close and I'm a senior in the Digital Culture program at Arizona State University. My background is mostly in film and interactive installations involving Max MSP programming. In the beginning of the semester, I had a tough time deciding on what I wanted to focus on for my Capstone project because there are so many different projects that I was interested in pursuing. After researching though, I was very inspired by fashion technologies, especially since I worked in retail for the past 4 years. In specific projects such as the Dita Von Teese's 3D printed gown created by Michael Schmidt and Francis Batonti and Iris Van Herpen's 3D printed line, both inspired me to create my own pair of uniquely designed 3D printed shoes. What is 3D printing, you might ask? 3D printing is an additive process which involves the creation of a three-dimensional model from a digital model. Additive means the layering or addition of materials versus subtracting, which is taking away material. My initial goal at the beginning of the semester was to create my four pairs of uniquely designed heels, which were to be worn by 4 models. My lack of experience with 3D tools definitely hindered this process, though. I spent too much time trying to teach myself various 3D programs such as Maya and SolidWorks when I should have been building prototypes and scanning those and then building upon them. The process of building wearable shoes is not easy, especially if you do not have previous experience with 3D programs. That being said, I did create several designs with the programs Sculptress and Mudbox. However, I later found that these programs are more suitable for character design rather than industrial design. I attempted to print a smaller model with the MakerBot replicator printer, which kept experiencing difficulties because the bottom of the shoe was not completely flat. I then sought advice from Luke Kautz, the lab specialist in the Digital Culture program, and my professor David Tinapple, who told me that I should create my own cardboard prototype before putting it into a 3D model. Here is my cardboard prototype. I created it by scanning and laser cutting the foot trace of my own foot, and then I proceeded to hot glue the cardboard together to create a wedge. I then hot glued chicken wire to the exterior to form the shape of the shoe. The shoe was wearable and ready to be scanned. I struggled with the Next Engine 3D laser scanner, which could not pick up the whole shoe because of the multicolored paper mache that I put on the outside. To solve this, I painted the shoe a solid gray and then rescanned it. The scan worked very well, however, another challenge faced involved the inclusion of the inside of the shoe because the lasers could not reach the inside. I worked over the weekend before the showcase and failed to produce a 3D printed model of the wearable prototype that I created. What I did manage to create was this wearable working prototype of the cardboard shoe. With a couple more weeks, I am fairly confident that I could get this shoe printed. I also managed to create a 3D experimental prototype of my own foot sole right here. So this is what the final would probably look more like. The process of this project has been a journey where I struggled, challenged myself, and learned a lot, especially about the prototyping process and 3D printing. I have a whole new outlook on 3D design and a new appreciation for building something and making it come to life. I also learned the importance of time management, as well as how to approach a project like this. It is useful to get outside perspective sooner rather than later. For the showcase, I presented my cardboard prototype as well as the 3D printed prototype and a slideshow of the process of how I created these prototypes. I feel like the slideshow really helped the audience understand the hard work and effort that goes behind creating something like this. While I do not believe that I will pursue this project for Capstone 2 next semester, I will get this shoe printed on my own time. I do plan on incorporating what I learned in Capstone 1 into Capstone 2 as far as the design process and my own personal workflow. I will begin prototyping earlier on and asking for outside help earlier rather than waiting till later. I also plan on pursuing a project more related to my existing knowledge and skill set in order to get a more finished and well-designed product. Thank you for watching, and I will now present the slideshow that I showed at the showcase. Thank you.